Good. Number two is I suffered, so you must suffer. Now, here is one concept that is really warped, because many of our African parents really suffered, especially the baby boomers, especially the is it now Gen X? Yeah, Gen X. They really suffered for many of them. And so they seem to see that as a normal way of life. They seem to see it as a normal way of life. Um, there are some things that they might tell you to do, but that's just because that's how they did it. For example, you're on your phone browsing or on your phone reading, and your parents might be like, go and get a book and read. What do you mean you're reading on your phone? You know, Getting a book and reading might be more stressful for you, but reading on your phone is easier. Or you might be researching and they might want you to go to the library and go and use the books and research. But you are using ChatGPT. It's easier, right? But they might say, look, I love you. I need you to. What in their head they are trying to um, express as love is actually not making sense because they are equating the level of suffering they have to suffer as the way things are supposed to be, and they will now recommend that same pattern for you. That is not love. That is simply ignorance. All right. And then number three is that children should be seen, not heard. Again, because they grew up like that, it registers as norm in their head. And they tend to also pass that same thing to the children and expect them to do that. And if you ask them, they'll say, yes, it's because I love you. Just stay, okay? Don't talk. Who knows? You might say something wrong or whatever. And this is really hurting our culture, hurting our young people in Africa. Many young people don't shine. They don't shine because their parents or their elderly ones are still there. They literally wait for, I think it was Apostle Femila's Rose that was mentioning this. He said that how that we tend to encourage young people to sort of wait or stay in the shadows of the elderly people, and then before you know it, the young guy is already hitting 30, 40, and he has not achieved any great thing. Yet we also now go and celebrate these Westerners, these outsiders that start early to actually encourage their young people to do mighty or great things at a young age. So that, and then the last one, control. Alpha. And this number four probably should have been the number one because I'm sure you would have heard about control. First of all, they won't call it control. They will say it is love. Because I love you. It's because I love you. That's why I'm telling you this. I should have made this one number one. Anyway, but control is one of the ways that African parents make you, they try to say that they are expressing love, whereas it's actually control. For example, in two ways. Number one, religious control. You see, when they say things like, look, you have to go to this church. This is the church we've been going to, and this is the church you must continue going to. Or things like religious control or religious practices that they want to impose on you as an adult in the family. And they will tell you, look, it's because I love you. Imagine you have a Muslim parent